Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 20th through the 26th. We have a lovely little ocean mermaid theme for the week or for the month. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with that deck there, and then we're going to pull a spirit message for you all from this deck here. So without further ado, my darling Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, let's see what's coming up with you for you guys in the week ahead. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, July 20th through the 26th. And see what is going on. What is going on, my darlings? Let's get right into it. Alrighty, so first up, we have the Hanged Man. Alrighty, so Major Arcana card. And it says Limbo here. This is actually a really cool deck if you're trying to learn tarot and you have a hard time remembering what the cards mean, because we've got the little keywords here at the bottom that the creator of the deck has put, a little keyword of how she sums up the cards. So the Hanged Man is a card a lot of people don't like to see. I'm sure a few of you groaned when you saw it, like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch this reading now. But you guys are forgetting something, okay? You're forgetting something very big. When the Hanged Man comes up, because it's a Major Arcana card, Major Arcana cards are significant periods in our life. We have a lot of free will in our life. You know, we come into this life with a lot of power to create, but there are a few little areas of our life that are destined, that are planned, that are agreed to. And when the Major Arcana cards come up, these are those periods. They're significant crossroads. They're significant times in which we're learning what we came here to learn, and we're accomplishing what we came here to accomplish. They're very significant periods of time. And when the Hanged Man comes up, it's one of those periods of time. It's one of your breaks. It's one of your rest periods. And it's a time that you're being given. The universe is giving you a little bit of a timeout. No, not a timeout because you're bad or you're being punished, but a timeout to figure things out, to get a second look in a fresh perspective. Gemini, a lot of the times when I see the Hanged Man come up for people over the years, I realized something. This period is because you've kind of been going on autopilot, and you've been trying to manifest something for a while now. And Spirit's like, okay, Gemini, we need to respect your free will. You keep asking for this, and we're going to have to bring it in. We're going to have to give it to you. But we know that you're not going to be happy when you get it. We know that there's something here that you haven't quite seen. So we're giving you a little bit of a timeout to look again. You know, double check your order. Dot your I's, cross your T's here, double check your order, because it's coming in and we don't want you to be disappointed. There's still time to make changes. There's still time to tweak this. And so this is what's coming in for you. This is something for you to reconsider. And you can ask your angels and guides to help you, to help you see anything you might be missing or anything you haven't realized yet. Okay? The Hanged Man can oftentimes also be the calm before the storm. Things are going to get busy. They're going to get hectic. They're going to get crazy. So it's a good time to kind of just look at, you know, how you can rework things in your life, how you can improve your setup, how you're working, how you're living, how you're resting. It's a good time to just kind of examine yourself, examine your life. What aren't you happy about? What would you like to fix? What have you been trying to work on? What are you trying to manifest? What do you think it's going to bring you? Might it bring you some challenges? You know, think about it in this way. Think about it in an analytical way. The next card here for you all, Gemini. Ooh, it's you guys. It's the King of Swords. Gemini, this is your energy, right? This is air sign energy. And the creator of this deck has this listed as ambition. Okay, now I would agree, I can see that, because the King of Swords has ideas and plans, and he's ready to make them happen. He's gonna make them happen. He's gonna move forward. So look, Spirit just said, take a time out, double check everything, take a time out, rethink this idea, And then you're going to kind of come into the time of action, of making it happen. You're going to come into the time of taking the steps. Now, I think there's a deeper meaning here for you guys with that Hanged Man followed by the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a master negotiator. He's really, really good at being able to present a situation to a person and show them, hey, look, here's what's in this for you. Like, here's what I want, and here's what I want to do. And if we go in this direction, here's how it's going to make your life better. Here's how, what's in it for you. So, Gemini, you guys can be very smart. You guys can be very, come up with really great ideas. And sometimes the people in our life, they don't understand our ideas, right? And maybe you've been feeling like in limbo because you might be feeling like there's things you want to do, but you haven't been able to get others on board. And so I think what the Hanged Man is coming up, followed by the King of Swords, is Spirit is encouraging you not to give up on the idea, but to find a new way of approaching it. Finding a new way of communicating it and presenting it, and finding the common ground. Here's how it's going to give you what you're asking for. Here's how it's going to give you what you want. You got to kind of bring in the salesman the salesman angle here, right? That element, the element of the salesperson. You got to sell them the idea. You got to convince them why they're going to want it, why, like what it's going to do to improve their life and to make them happier. Okay? You got to show them why they want it. It's really interesting, Gemini. I won't spend too much time on this because it might not apply to every single one of you. But when I was younger in high school, I took like a sales and marketing class. And they were teaching us like how to sell, how to be like better salespeople. And they gave the example, they called it the cherry tree like aspect of selling. And they gave an example of like a realtor is showing a house to a couple. And they're like, oh, it's nice, but it's kind of old. Oh, it's a little small. I don't know. Okay, maybe. And then the wife looks out the window and she goes, oh my gosh, is that a cherry tree? Oh, we had a cherry tree when I was a kid, oh my gosh, how cool, I haven't seen a cherry tree in so long. And then so everything becomes after that, yeah, it's a little small. Oh, but the cherry tree. Oh, but the cherry tree. Oh, and it's a fully grown cherry tree. You don't have to wait for it to grow. All you got to do is water it. Oh, but the cherry tree. Oh my gosh. And oh my goodness, could you imagine when you guys have kids, you can be out there, picking cherries together, and it becomes like the focal point. So Gemini, I'm not telling you like to be a used car salesman. Nothing wrong with being a used car salesman. Let me take that back. Honest work is honest work. Sometimes used car salesmen get a bad rap, right, for like lying about things, and that's why I meant that. Sorry to used car salesmen. I'm not trying to talk trash about used car salesmen. I've bought a lot of used cars in my life that were really great cars. I'm not trying to tell you to like keep information from people, or I'm not trying to tell you to like deceive anybody. But what I'm trying to say is you got to focus on what they want, and you got to remind them of that. Like, oh, well, this is what you're going to get, right? Instead of trying to convince them that you're right. Sometimes it's faster and it's easier to just kind of know what someone's sweet spot is and to approach it in that way or in that angle. Okay? The next card here is going to be the Ace of Cups. And so this is linked here as love. Now, you guys that watch my readings, my regular darlings, you guys know that I try to keep love and romance out of the weekly forecasts because I know everyone's doing love and romance, and there's other parts of our life that are very important, and that's what I try to do in the weekly reading. So I do a separate love reading every month, and I try to focus in other ways on other things in the weekly. Obviously, because it's Ace of Cups, yes, there could be a romantic aspect for some of you. However, we're going to focus on the non-romantic aspects of the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is a card that comes up when we have very fulfilling opportunities coming our way. It can indicate a new home. It can indicate a new living arrangement that's going to be more satisfying for you, where you're going to be more comfortable. It can be a creative project that you're feeling very fulfilled. It's just a state of feeling joy and fullness in your heart in a good way. And the Ace of Cups has an extra special meaning for me in my readings. Because one thing I've noticed in the years reading for people, when the Ace of Cups comes up, you're coming out of a karmic cycle where you've had the same thing happening to you again and again and again and again and again. And you're tired of it. And you're like, you know what, universe, I'm done with this mess. I have learned my lesson. I'm sick of, having these kinds of fake friends, or I'm sick of having these jobs where I jump through hoops and I don't get anything for it. Whatever it is, right? Like, you're done with the cycle. It keeps happening and you don't want it anymore. So you're like, I've learned my lesson. I know what the red flags are. I'm not putting up with it. I'm ready to be happy. We have that moment where we're like, enough is enough. The universe is like, awesome. Gemini is awake now. Gemini doesn't need to be poked to wake up. So now what's going to happen is Gemini is ready to learn the happy karma, the positive karma. Now Gemini is ready to learn their life lessons through accomplishment, success, support, unconditional love, right? The positive aspects of life are coming in for you. And so that's what's happening with the Ace of Cups. A lot of you are switching over to that more positive, happier karmic energy. Okay? The next card here, Gemini, is, ooh, look at this. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. You have the Six of Swords. And the creator of this deck has this card explained by saying calm, right? And the Six of Swords is absolutely calm, because the Six of Swords is stepping away from drama. No more drama. You guys have had it with drama. You're not interested in arguing. That's the one thing about the King of Swords is, like I said, King of Swords is really good at finding the common ground and saying, hey, look, here's what's in it for you. Here's how you're going to be happy. So a lot of you, I feel, are putting the end to like some long time disagreement, maybe even a feud. This could be like a family feud even that some of you are putting an end to. Maybe you have like a bitter sibling rivalry, or maybe you've just had an issue with your parents or with a parent that you guys have been going round and round. You're finding a peaceful solution and you're not going to be going through that disagreement anymore. For some of you, it could be making peace at work or leaving a toxic situation and finding your way better employment, finding your way to a better place where things are more peaceful. Now, Six of Swords can also sometimes come up in my readings where there's something happening around relocation and travel. So some of you might be planning on traveling in the future, but it might be in a way where you're actually also kind of planning a getaway, like a starting over, like somewhere where you're going to settle down and start over again. However, this could just be more of a state of mind. You don't have time for the drama. You don't have time for the complaining, the toxic energy, and you're disconnecting from all of that stuff, right? And I feel, Gemini, you're actually able to do it because I just feel like you're finding the right words. Really, 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 I really do feel that. You're just finding the right words and you're knowing how to just kind of settle something once and for all. I feel like you're putting your foot down, but you're doing it in a very, in a very, I don't know if a loving way is the right way to put it, I don't know if any of you have ever had the experience where maybe you've been kind of not in your best logic or not in your best reason, or maybe you were like overly emotional or going through a hard time and you've had like a friend or a family member or somebody kind of snap you out of it, like put their foot down, like they're kind of firm with you, but at the same time, like you needed it, and you're like, wow, like even maybe kind of impressed. That's the vibe I'm getting. I just feel like you're bringing logic where there needs to be logic. You're bringing order where there needs to be order. You're bringing things back into the level of sanity. So I feel like those around you, they're appreciative of it. So it doesn't feel to me like a burning of bridges. It feels more to me like a changing of direction. And like I said, better agreements, better boundaries even. I would encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those may add more information, or they may resonate with you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Alrighty, my darlings. So you have here... Ooh, I just got chills. I got chills, Gemini. I got chills. We have God of Conflict Resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. Okay, Six of Swords, you're going to that calmer territory. You're clearing your head. You're not going into it for like fighting. You're going into it for peace, for, you know, ending that constant kind of you know, back and forth, back and forth. The purple in this card is really jumping out at me. So I do feel like a lot of you Geminis are going to have a clearing in the crown chakra. Do you guys see where, like, around his head there's this purple halo? It's very subtle. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but there's this purple halo around the outline of that orange. And so I feel like you guys are having a lot of clearing in the crown chakra, maybe even in the third eye. And so sometimes when we have clearing in the crown chakra, there may be some headaches. There may be some, like, you know, like buzzing or staticky feeling in the scalp. If it persists and if it doesn't feel right, I always say make sure that you go to the doctor and get checked out and make sure there isn't something else going on. But some of you might have like a feeling of pressure or a feeling of like tingling in your head or in your crown area. So I think that a lot of ideas are coming to you in this way. And I also feel for a lot of you that you're going to have Archangel Gabriel with you this week in helping you with your words, bringing you the right words at the right time. Again, my dears, I encourage you, like I said, watch your moon and rising. I know some of you maybe want more love and romance guidance. You can definitely check out the love readings for July that are linked in the description. August will be up soon. And if you haven't checked out your channeled angel messages, check those out too. Okay? There's channeled angel messages linked in the description of the video as well. And those could possibly be helpful for some of you. So check those out as well. I will be announcing the winner of the free 30-minute reading and the obsidian arrowhead that I'm giving away this month in the next few days. There's still time to enter for that. I'm just picking one winner from Instagram, one winner from Facebook. I'm just picking the winner from the comments and likes. So every month I'm going to continue to give away a prize and a free reading. So keep up with the daily messages and the pick a card game and the things that I post there. And if you'd like to enter to win the giveaways, then simply just comment or leave a like. Alrighty, my dears? I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care, Gemini. Oh, and thank you to Rapid Luxury for my beautiful nails. And thank you to Lauren for my beautiful jewelry. So their info is listed in the description as well to say thank you to them for their kindness. Take care, my dears.